What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Carly. I am a mindset and a life upgrade mentor. I teach you how to start getting what you want out of life by rewiring your thought patterns and changing your belief systems about yourself so that you can start creating the life that you want to live from the version of yourself that you want to be. I'm about to go out to dinner with some friends, and this was just something that was on my mind as I was getting ready. As of right now, I don't create an outline for any of my videos. I kind of just think of a topic and then I can yap. So we just start yapping. So while it's fresh on my mind, in this video, we're going to talk about ways that you can become more attractive that have nothing to do with physical appearance. At the end of the day, physical attractiveness is subjective, okay? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You could have two people looking at the same person, and one of them is like, oh my goodness, they are so fine. The other person is like, girl, what are you talking about? I don't see it. It happens with my friends all the time. So the first non-physical way that you can become more attractive is your energy. Okay, your energy, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you walk into a room, the way that you speak to people, your body language, like everything that you are emitting in your aura, that is something that is literally felt and can radiate. Have you ever experienced a time where you're out in public somewhere and somebody walks into wherever you are and the way that they are carrying themselves, like they are just exuding this aura where everybody is turning their heads, looking at them, and they aren't even saying a single word. It's just in how they are moving. So carrying yourself with confidence, your body language, standing up straight, walking into a room like you are meant to be there, like you own it. That is something that is going to create more attraction. Now, another side of energy is also in your personality, right? So, one of the best compliments, in my personal opinion, that you can ever receive is, oh, I love your energy. Like, personally, that is one of the best things that you could ever say to me. It's in the way that you treat people, it's in the way that you conversate, it's in the way that you speak, and just in the generalness of who you are, okay? Having an energy and a personality where you are social, you are engaged, you're listening to the other person, you are interacting and responding in ways that are upbeat and positive, you have something to contribute to the conversation. Like that is something that people are going to pick up on, and that is going to make you more attractive. I feel like this has to be a universal experience. Okay. I know for a fact that there has been somebody that you have either been interested in or you have dated who is maybe not your normal type in terms of physical attractiveness, or maybe you weren't even physically attracted to them initially, or maybe subjectively you were way out of their league, but there was something about their energy and the way that they carry themselves and their personality and who they were that made you attracted to them. And either the physical side of things just didn't matter anymore, or they just became more physically attractive to you based on who they were as a person. Or think about it in reverse. You could see somebody who is literally the finest person that you have ever seen in your life, and then they have the driest personality ever, or their energy sucks, or they're rude, or they're bland and dry, and you're like, all right, you're ugly to me now. Like you literally lose the physical attraction because the energy is off. So energy in two parts: the way that you carry yourself, walking into rooms like you are meant to be in them, and just having that self concept of like, I am that girl. Or a guy, of course. If you're a guy who watches my channel, I'm just a girl. So that's what's going to naturally come out. And the other side of energy, your personality, the way that you speak, being engaging in conversations, and just overall your tonality, right? Like you have an idea of what a high vibrational person is like in a conversation. So bring that same energy. Second non physical way to become more attractive is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is so important. Like, guys, crashing out is not cute. Being rude is not cute. Not being in tune with your emotions is not cute. Lashing out is not cute. Not knowing when to practice discernment in situations, responding and reacting aggressively or overly assertive to situations where you could have just controlled yourself a little bit more. None of that shit is cute, okay? Like, personally, for me, if you're a guy and you crash out on me for any reason whatsoever, you will never hear from me again. Like, there is just absolutely no reason to be doing that. I think, obviously crashing out is like a popular, like, funny thing right now. Like, I definitely will say, like, oh, I'm about to crash out. But, like, you know what an actual crash out looks like, okay? Where somebody's popping off on you, cussing you out, like, saying all this crazy shit. Like, we're not doing that, okay? Having emotional intelligence and being able to react to situations in a calm way where you're able to take things that come up and take a step back, process everything that's happening, process your emotions, let any like anger or rage simmer down so that you can respond in an emotionally responsible way is literally one of the number one most attractive things that you can do. Number two, one of the most powerful things to do. The power that you will feel when you manage your emotions in a responsible way and you don't let the actions or lack of actions of other people get a reaction out of you or get a rise out of you or make you act out of character, you are going to feel so fucking powerful from that. It's going to make you never want to pop off or do anything crazy again because it's coming from a place of like, you're not letting anybody else control your emotions and control how you respond to situations. You're going to stay rooted and grounded in who you are and know that there's nothing that anybody can do that will cause you to pop off or lash out or do anything of that realm. Also think about like, have you ever been in a relationship that's toxic And then you start seeing somebody or talking to somebody who's like very emotionally mature, and you're like, oh my God, like, hey, that is like one of my absolute non-negotiable top three turn-ons of all time is emotional intelligence. So being in tune with your emotions, communicating properly, responding to situations in a responsible, emotional way, taking time to process your emotions and think things through before you give a response. And if it's a situation that you're dealing with that's upsetting or cause anger, then you are making sure that you are taking time to process that and respond in a responsible, emotionally intelligent way. The sun is going down, the sky's getting pretty, the view from my apartment is beautiful. I just have to bring the shades down if I'm recording in the morning because the lighting is a little bit too much. But we can watch the sun go down together this evening. All right, lock in, lock in. Way number three that you can become more attractive is to not be easily accessible. When it comes to a high level of attractiveness and being a high value person, nobody wants to be with somebody that anybody can get. Okay, if you are easily accessible and anybody can pull you, or you've been with everybody, like nobody who is high value or holding themselves to a high standard is going to want to be with you. And if they are, they're probably not taking you seriously if they know that you've been with everybody. So with that being said, developing a sense of self-worth, self-respect, boundaries, and standards of the type of person that you want to be with, and not just going for any old buddy that gives you validation. We don't just jump up and say me to anybody who gives us validation. We validate ourselves. We know our worth. We know the standards that we want to uphold and the standards that we want in somebody. And we're not going to just drop all of that because somebody's giving us validation in some kind of way. Because we don't need that. Again, this is going to come down to a lot of self-worth and self-respect work. And when you carry yourself in this way of like, number one, I'm inaccessible, and number two, I don't just go for anybody, and like I don't take seriously people who are just accessible to anybody, that is an energy that is felt. That is, you are holding yourself as a high value person, and you will start to attract people of that same caliber. And that's what you want, because as you start to become more and more attractive, you want to be attracting people of a higher caliber who are at your level. So yeah, that's a wrap. That's what I got for y'all. And these are all things that you can start putting into practice and start applying right now. You know, when it comes to things like having self-worth and self-respect and the way that you carry yourself, those things can be developed over time. But, you know, just becoming aware of like these different things of, okay, how can I start to carry myself in a different way? How can I start to work on my self-concept so that way when I walk into a room, I'm walking in like I own it? How can I start making sure that I am just being more engaging in conversations? You know, this is something that you will start to be able to apply the next time you are in that situation where you are looking to exude this new level of attractiveness, which should be all the time. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that these were helpful to you, and I'm super excited for you to start feeling this level of attractiveness start to build within you, because once you feel it, it's really just going to start up leveling your whole life. I am going to be starting to get into a routine YouTube posting schedule here. So I'm going to be looking to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday as of right now. So definitely subscribe so you can stay up to date with my newest videos, and I will see you all in the next one.